If you know the chords to a song, you already have what you need to play melodic rhythm. The melody is already in the chord. The rhythm is what brings it out. I struggled with what to play in church worship. I knew the notes of the chords, chord shapes even, but I still felt like something was missing. Melodic rhythm is about playing the notes in the chords, but using the pulse, the beat of the song or track to make them come alive. In this track, in this intro chords, or verse we can call it, is just an A, and we're going to use these shapes today because I like to group them together, and I'll show you why in a few minutes here. So we have the A triad, E triad, and the B triad. And then when we go to the chorus, as I call it in this track, it's a little elevated a little bit. We're using E, B, C sharp minor, then A. The aha moment for me was building on the basic pulse or the beat of the song. So we look at the basic beat here. Quarter notes right here. If we double that, and if we double that, that right there, we know the notes and the chords, most of us. Getting the rhythm down. We're not speeding up, we are using subdivisions of that basic pulse. And we don't have to put labels on this stuff. I really like to live in this eighth note range. And we can do some picky stuff. I'm just using the pulse of the song and using, because you can use this concept either with strumming or picking. It's still the same pulse. It's just how you attack it on the guitar with your right hand. So if we slow this little picky thing down in the track to just the quarter notes, double it, the trick is locking into the timing. And I am using this, I'm starts with an A chord here. But I really like to use this, it would be an A2 chord basically. But you're just extending off of the E triad, you're just putting your pinky here on the A note, on the D string here in the 7th fret. Then taking the pinky off. And you're in position for the B. I like to group these triads together that way so you can So you can just hammer on and pull off notes, but you have that group of chords. I like to look at it as a home base group of chords for the song. And I do the same thing up here. If we go to the chorus, B, C sharp minor, A. Endless amounts of combinations you can do if you use the pulse of the song. So now I'm going to put this track on and show you in context how I would build some rhythmic melody and lead lines with these basic chords here. Double it. Kick in some overdrive. Added high notes. At the end, I was just using my delay with a dotted eighth to really dig in, still using the rhythmic pulse of those basic chords. And I do this a lot with the triads I showed you. I group them together that way, pull off of them, but I use these picky things. I did it really slow with the basic pulse, just the quarter notes, but I'm alternating on the D and G strings. And those are eighth notes. Just I really live in that area of the rhythmic pulse. And if you double that, you get this. Then you can add the high note. Then I just take the basic sound that I have here, just add an overdrive pedal and dig in a little bit with this bridge pickup. Just writing a simple phrase that sounds good over each chord, and then you can end it. But all in time with the pulse of the track. And then if we add the dotted eighth, which most of us have on our pedal boards, that adds a whole nother layer of really rhythmic feel when you dig in like that just riding this E note works over every chord really. You can, when the B chord comes, you either go to the D sharp note or the F sharp note within the B chord, and you have this shape I showed you. I ride up that and then back down. I honestly, I'm anchoring, that the first chord in the chorus section of this track is E. So I'm using my first finger here as an anchor point to create these rhythmic melodies. Using that F sharp note as a kind of a passing note. There's endless possibilities with this type of attack on the guitar when you use the pulse of the song. This approach works for ambient passages between songs, during songs, but definitely rhythm parts and lead line parts. For me, I'm usually the only guitar player, electric player, when I'm on at church. So I'm kind of covering both rhythm and lead a lot. But this approach helps you when you group the triads together like that and pull, hammer on and pull off of them, you have a home base there. And for me, that creates a lot of ideas in itself. But when you use the pulse, the beat of the song, to create simple lead lines, it's endless possibilities. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and remember, Jesus loves you.